Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I'm really excited. This is vegan pasta bolognese, and the interesting thing is it's a product of France. I got this at Trader Joe's. I really don't honestly remember how much I paid. I put it in the microwave, and the smell, as soon as I opened it up, I was like, whoa, that smell. And you're in for a treat on this video because I'm going to share with you some really, really interesting information and about some products that might blow your mind. You're going to be in for a huge treat. So this is going to be probably a three part in one video. It's going to be like me reviewing this to see what it tastes like. And then I'm going to show you some cheese alternatives, and even I'm going to make a homemade cheese in the car. Who does that? I do. And then probably just some other information. And I'm going to show you some other products that I might be reviewing soon, like pumpkin meat. Pumpkin seed meat. So, let's get right on it. When I opened up the product, right away, it smelled divine, to say the least. I mean, the smell, frozen. And it was in the microwave cooking, and I was like, oh my God, that smells so good. And I noticed the top of it had like an insane amount of sauce and, I guess, meat and not much pasta. And I'm like, that's good, because how many frozen meals have a lot of pasta and you don't get much meat? But before I say anything else, please subscribe, because if you subscribe, you have the extra bonus of being able to request me to do a food review for you. But that's only for my subscribers. I'm also going to leave a Patreon below the video so you can help me support me that way. Okay, that smells so divine. So divine. But there was something interesting that I read on the product. I was like, why are they doing that? Now here it looks like there's more pasta, but for some reason, maybe the sauce. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. That's really close to meat. I'm really impressed. All right. That's a mushroom. It's interesting as a product from France. Because my mom always said the best kitchen in the world is the French kitchen. They really know how to do their stuff. Okay. It's not too salty. It's really rich. There's a lot of flavor. Especially for something that doesn't have a lot of salt. And what's odd, though, is I don't like... Okay, the meat tastes like really close to meat. The texture is on point. The sauce is amazing. Like, the flavor of that was like a solid 9, maybe 9.5. Like, that is really amazing. However, the pasta, it says that it's red lentil pasta. So they're trying to be like gluten-free on the pasta. I'm not digging the pasta. It adds a different texture though, so that's kind of interesting. But the thing is, the fake meat is textured wheat protein, which is gluten. But then they turn right around and put gluten-free pasta in it. So I think it would be better if they had a gluten-free dish made with the red lentil pasta, right? Keep that. But then the fake meat, the imitation meat, make that also gluten-free. Or keep the imitation meat because it tastes really good, but that's gluten. But then just put regular pasta in it. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe they do it for texture because... Okay, this is really good. The flavor's good, the meat's good, the texture, all that. I'm just not digging the pasta. If it wasn't for the pasta, I would give this like a really close to a 10. But because the pasta doesn't taste like regular pasta, I'm gonna give this like an 8.7 out of 10. And I would definitely get it again. So now that we reviewed this product, we are now doing the whole doctor it up. Not that it needs to doctor up. And I have so many, I wish you could see this. This car is full of products. We're doing all kinds of like, add stuff to it. So, welcome to part 2. We are going to doctor this pasta up with all kinds of goodies. So the first thing is, if you want to doctor up vegan pasta, and when I say pasta, I'm talking about lasagna, pizza, anything that wants like Italian-inspired type cheese. Get you some nutritional yeast, smells cheesy, sprinkle it on top. That's like the quick, easy if you're lazy. I also have this product, which I personally don't like, but what I do is I take the nutritional yeast and I mix it with a bunch of ingredients, and I make my own Parmesan, which is this right here. I just put it in this container, because what happened was I bought this and didn't like it, and no one ate it, and my roommate was like, it's all right, it's not bad, and I'm like, I don't like it, so I dumped it, and I don't like dumping, and I reused the container, plus I know it's like Parmesan, but what's in here is my own recipe, and I'll leave a link below the video to that. But it consists of nutritional yeast, which I just showed you, and almonds and onion powder and garlic powder and all kinds of stuff. Red pepper flakes, you can't go wrong. Unless you don't like spicy, you can put that on your pasta, right? So let's just do that now. We're just going to doctor this up. So this isn't really a cheese, but wait, you're really in for a treat. You're going to be like, how did he do that? Maybe I just skip to it. No. Well, you'll just have to wait. Sorry. This. So I use a microplane with this cheese. You can get different ones, and I'll try to leave a link below the video on where to get one. I love my microplane. You can get this, which is like a thin shaving, and then you also get a thick cut. So let me see if I can show you that, because you can also, and this is also vegan. Wait till I show you how to make cheese in the car. I'm literally going to show you how to make cheese in the car. Kind of. It's like on this video. Pull that back because we don't want plastic in here. And look at that. This is hard to do, but I'm doing it right. Then you also got, I really gotta clean this car up. It almost fell, but it didn't fall. Speaking of fall, you gotta check out my video where I had liquid mozzarella and it literally exploded all over me and the car, all over my dash, everywhere. So now this one, as you can see, it's like, I'll show you. Let me get a lot in there. It's like a thicker shred. And I'm about ready to review this product too. So, I'll tell you what I think of it. What else? We also have this product, which I reviewed, so you might want to check the review out for that. It's liquid mozzarella. You're supposed to put on pizza, but you can really put on anything. The only thing with this is you need to cook it. You don't want to eat this, like pour it over and just eat it straight. You need to cook this. Is it good or not? You'll just have to check out the review on that. So, we had, but I didn't show you, basil. That's another thing to doctor up any kind of Italian food. And I also have an aero garden. I don't like doing gardening in the weather and outside, and it's hot and there's bugs and who knows what. So I have an aero garden, and I'll leave a link below the video to that. We are really doctoring this up a lot. What have we not added on here? Oh, I didn't add my my own homemade Parmesan. Probably thinking this is gonna be so weird. So I got my own homemade Parmesan. I also add nutritional yeast, which this has nutritional yeast in it. I added this is what it looks like so far. I added red pepper flakes. I added fresh basil. What am I missing? Because I'm going to save the best for last. I also added this, and I think I might add a little bit more here. I'm going to have to pause the video and put this thing back in the microwave because it's getting cold. I think I'm going to release this video before Christmas. I think this is going to be like my special Christmas video for everyone. So, The liquid mozzarella I'm not going to do because I don't feel like going back and cooking it. Now, for the final finale on me going to make some cheese in the car. This is what it looks like. Probably does need to be mic'd. And I don't like cooking basil, by the way. I don't like cooking basil. After the items cooked like a pizza, I put basil on top after. Because it kind of like wilts too much. Well, no, I'm sorry. When you make a pizza or a pasta or just anything that you're going to add basil to. Oh, it's raining. I have to walk in the rain now. It's better to add the basil after and then let it wilt naturally from the heat. When you cook with it, it breaks it down too much. And just basil's just one of those things, you know. So, I also like adding pine nuts. Now, let me tell you something. Where is my microplane? And I'll leave a link below the video on where to get a micro. I love my microplane. I don't have the nut that I normally use, right? And when you buy the microplane, I like this one for thick cut, but you can get this one for thin cut, and I'll tell you why. Besides making thin cut, why it's good. Now, you can take pine nuts and literally shave them. See that? I'll just clean up my car. For a cheesy topping. You can also use, which walnuts are okay. And the interesting thing is, this product, which I don't like, actually has walnuts in it. And my homemade cheese does not have walnuts. You can also, look at that. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'll just put some right here. Look at that. Parmesan cheese. Does it taste like Parmesan? Obviously it doesn't. However, and I don't have it with me, macadamia nuts. And when you do a macadamia nut on here, that's how I found out the first time. You grate a macadamia nut on here over some pasta, and then if you really want to doctor it up, sprinkle just a little bit of nutritional yeast. It looks, and it doesn't melt like Parmesan, but there's just something about it. It's absolutely amazing. So we're just going to go ahead and put some, because I don't have any macadamia nuts, so we're putting this over the pasta. I'm going to show you what it looks like. We're adding all kinds of stuff. You know, walnuts are really good for your brain. It's going to be hard to do. A little pine nut. But see, I normally don't do pine nuts. Oh, it actually works pretty good, though. I normally do macadamia nuts. But, again, I'm just going to throw some pine nuts in here. I love pine nuts. Especially toasted. Ugh. So, we got the Parmesan cheese. And like I said, I'm about ready to review this. And this is what it looks like. I don't necessarily recommend doing all this, though. It's like pick one or two. It might be too much, you know. There's a lot of depth going on here now. Are y'all ready for Christmas? I literally just spent time going online and ordering Christmas presents at the last minute. And I said it should be here by Christmas. But then another item that I was going to order, it said I wouldn't get it till Christmas. Well, it said you might get it by Christmas or a couple days later or whatever. And then when I checked out, it says this item's out of stock. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that before I checked out? And so, please make sure that you check below the video because I gotta remember now. I'm gonna leave a link on where to get a microplane. The microplane, that's these things right here. They have new ones now, I think. What else? Ooh, I put a little too much in here. I'm gonna put some more Parmesan cheese. My own homemade one. And so, this, I can just eat this and eat it. This is really good on popcorn too. Ooh, that red pepper flake. I wish you could taste this homemade Parmesan. It's really good. Mmm. It's cheap to make too. Mmm. Oh goodness, this is so good. What do y'all want for Christmas? I would love to see the comments and see what you want for Christmas. I can't get over how good that is. Even though I make it all the time. Well, actually, I used to make it all the time. I've been lazy. Oh, and then I also need to leave a link below the video for the where you can get an arrow garden so you can grow your own fresh basil, because I don't do dried basil. I mean, if it's there and I don't have I'll do it, but fresh basil is so good, especially fresh basil with orange juice. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yummy, yummy. Oh, let me tell you, I'm about ready. I just reviewed this product the other day. I just bought this product. I'm going to review that. And then that's why you need to subscribe. Look at this. Pumpkin seed meat. Pumpkin seed sausage. I'm going to put some more Parmesan cheese on here. I was going to tell y'all something else, but I forgot. Oh yeah, let me know on the comment below, like, what vegan Parmesan that you like. And if you've had Violife, do you like it, or is there another product that's better? Or is there, like, a product that you want me to try? But that's only for my subscribers. That almost sounds mean. I'm sorry. I gotta do something. I work hard on this channel, and then after all this is done, I gotta clean up my car. I gotta bring all this stuff back in the house, put it back up. It didn't seem like a lot, but it's not hard work. It's just a little bit stressful. But it's worth it. You know, if you was to give someone this, it doesn't look that great, but if you give someone this, I really don't think they would think this is vegan. They would just say, what's up with the noodles? Because it's lentil. I'm just going to put some more pine nuts. You know, you can also put pine nuts in the Vitamix, because I have a Vitamix. I should leave a link below that too. I know Vitamixes are expensive, but they're worth the money. My favorite plant-based milk is cashew milk. And I use Artisanna and cashew butter. But what I was going to say is, you can take pine nuts and put them in a blender or Vitamix with a sweetener of your choice, and you make pine nut milk. It's really good. Speaking of pine nuts, when I make my own Alfredo sauce, I make it with cashews, and I always add, if I have pine nuts on hand, I put a little bit of pine nuts in the Alfredo. Also, when I make my cheddar cheese, vegan cheddar cheese, which I also use bell pepper and cashews, I also throw in a few pine nuts because it gives it like a buttery kind of taste. It's getting cold. It tastes really good though, but it's cold. I better go. So, don't forget to subscribe. There's going to be a bunch of links below the video. And questions, I'll answer questions. Don't forget to tell me what vegan cheese you like. Parmesan. Have you had this? Is it any better? If there's a vegan Bolognese that you've had or want me to try, let me know. I'll leave a link below the video for the microplane on where to get it. I have to do some research because I'm going to try to find the cheapest for you. The AeroGarden, the microplane. What else? Oh, and then also, this has probably nothing to do with it, but to get this for free, Bitcoin, I'll leave a link below the video to that also, on where you can get some free Bitcoin. And it's not a scam, and yes, I get a little bit out of it too, but you get more of it. You get more out of it than I just get like a little bit of thing, but you get more. But it's not a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. So I'll leave a link below the video for that. I'm going to try my best to get a Patreon up and running. And whoever's watching this, if you're watching this months or years later after I did this, by then I probably already have a Patreon up, I hope. But I'm low income. And so I just use this jinky phone. I don't even have a computer. So it's going to be it's hard for me to do all this on a little phone, on a little screen. So, did I forget anything? I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Do you like my shirt? Let me tell you a story about this shirt. And then I'll let you go. This shirt, so I live in Texas. I'm not going to tell you where I live. But I live a few hours away from Austin, Texas. And I used to go to the store, and they had this shirt there, but it was kind of pricey. And so, I never got it. And I wanted it really bad. And, I'm trying to think of the name. It was Toy Joy. It was called Toy Joy. That was the name of the shirt. And I still have a Toy Joy in Austin, Texas. It's a really cool store. But they moved and they downsized. It used to be huge. It was on what they call The Drag, which is by the college campus. Right, you should go to Urban Outfitters and also look at the expensive clothes. I really cool shirt there, though. It says Japan, and it was like in retro writing. I don't know what happened to that shirt. I've always said that I wish I could go back and buy multiple shirts of the same shirt that I really liked. Because, yeah. So, anyway, I don't have much clothes, but the clothes I have is like, I'll buy something else I really like it. And so, the shirt was expensive. Well, I went there one day, and I finally told myself, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy it. You know, I'm traveling hours away to a city. I see the shirt like probably 4 or 5 times already. I'm buying other stuff in the store, but I'm not buying the shirt. I finally break down and buy it. And Elaine's like, you know what? You're in luck. Because we only have like, I don't know if I bought the last, I don't think I bought the last one. I think she said there was 2 or 3 left. And she goes, oh, it's on sale. I'm like, wow, that's even better. I should have bought the other 2 or 3. But yeah, so that was an interesting story. I also got, that's another thing too. The Z Gallery has this huge like Buddha. It's like, I don't know. Probably should bring it in the car and show it to you. It's pretty big. And so, I don't know if I saw it in the store. I know I saw it online. I really liked this Buddha statue, right? It looks like it's carved out of wood. It looks extremely expensive, even though it's plastic. But it looks like wood, and it looks ridiculously expensive, and it was expensive. It was like $180 or $220, something like that. Around $200, give or take. But it wasn't $250. It wasn't that much. I think it was like $180 or $220. And so, that's another item that I wanted. Well, it went on sale for a little bit, and then it went on sale again. And I called the lady. She's like, you know, we're not selling a lot of these. She was like, and you know, we'll keep putting it on sale, putting it on sale. She goes, but if you want to wait for the cheap sale, you're going to have to like keep checking online, because if you wait a couple weeks, the price will keep dropping, and then by then it will be gone. So $180, $220 Buddha statue. Beautiful. I mean, this thing, I feel like I should just go inside and getting it. So, let me tell you. So, I kept going online, and the price was kind of dropping, but not like majorly. It dropped down to $14. $14. And when I bought it, they literally said that it was like either, just like the shirt, it was either like, but I think it was even less. I think it was like down to 2. Like the shirt was probably at like 3 left, but like the Buddha statue, I think like it was down to 2. So, if I could do that all over again, I would have bought more because just in case something happens to it. But it's beautiful. I have all my Buddha statues. I have a lot of Buddha statues in the house. Like, oh, Buddha is my favorite one. I'm going to go. I wish y'all happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas. All right. Bye-bye.